All right, this is day 3 of our unit 8, where it says weather climate. Okay. Yes, I don't like it when it rains either. Okay, we're going to read the rest of the tropical rain belts. So you need to go to page 25, and we're going to read page 25 through 29. Okay, we're going to read pages 25 through 29.
Extreme ITC zone, trade winds, equator, trade winds.
The itch is caused by the trade winds. The trade winds meet or converge at the equator. In the northern hemisphere, the trade winds move in a southwest direction. In the southern hemisphere, they move in a northwest direction. The point at which the trade winds converge forces the air up into the atmosphere. This forms the itch. In the tropics, storms tend to be short in duration. They may not last very long, but they can produce intense rainfall. It is estimated that 40% of all tropical rainfall rates exceed 2.5 centimeters, 1 inch, per hour. Greatest rainfall occurs when the sun is directly over the equator. This occurs twice a year, in March and September. As a result, there are 2 wet and 2 dry seasons. Farther away from the equator, the 2 rainy seasons merge into one. Here, the climate becomes more monsoonal, with 1 wet season and 1 dry season. In the northern hemisphere, the wet season occurs from May to July. In the southern hemisphere, it occurs from November to February.
Extreme tropical storms. A tropical cyclone is a warm core, low-pressure system that develops over the tropical or subtropical waters and has an organized circulation. Depending upon location, tropical cyclones have different names around the world. Atlantic Eastern Pacific Oceans, hurricanes. Western Pacific, typhoons. Indian Ocean, cyclones. Regardless of what they are called, these conditions typically lead to the formation of a tropical cyclone. Warm ocean waters, at least 27 degrees Celsius, 80 degrees Fahrenheit, throughout a depth of about 46 meters, 150 feet. An atmosphere that cools rising water vapor quickly as it gains height. Relatively moist air near the mid-level of the troposphere, 4,900 meters, 16,000 feet. A minimum distance of at least 480 kilometers, 300 miles from the equator. A pre-existing near-surface disturbance. Little vertical wind shear between the surface and troposphere. Wind shear is the change in wind speed with height. Cyclones often cause severe flooding. Cyclones have winds exceeding 120 kilometers per hour, 74 miles per hour.
All right, go to page 26.
Nigeria is located in Africa, just north of the equator.
One prime example of the effects of the itch can be witnessed in Nigeria. Because of its location just north of the equator, Nigeria's climate has hot and wet conditions. These are due to the movement of the itch north and south of the equator. This can be seen in the monthly rainfall for 2 cities, Kano and Lagos, separated by 800 kilometers, 500 miles. When the itch is to the south of the equator, the northeast winds prevail over Nigeria. This produces the dry season conditions. When the itch moves into the northern hemisphere, the southwest winds prevail. This wind pushes far inland to bring rainfall during the wet season. The result is that there is a prolonged rainy season in the far south of Nigeria. On the other hand, the far north undergoes long dry periods each year. Nigeria, therefore, has 2 major seasons, the dry season and the wet season. The lengths of the dry season and wet season vary from north to south. In southern Nigeria, Lagos averages 1,740 millimeters, 68.5 inches, of rain annually. There are 4 observed seasons. The long rainy season starts in March and lasts to the end of July. It peaks in June over most parts of southern Nigeria. The short dry season is in August and lasts 3 to 4 weeks. This is due to the itch moving to the north of the region. The short rainy season follows the brief dry period in August. It lasts from early September to mid-October. It peaks at the end of September. The rains are not usually as heavy as those in the long rainy season. The long dry season starts from late October and lasts to early March. It peaks between early December and late February. Vegetation growth is generally hampered, grasses dry, and leaves fall from trees due to reduced moisture.
All right, go to page 28 and 29. We'll finish this off.
In northern Nigeria, Kano averages 825 millimeters, 32.5 inches, of rain per year. There are only 2 observed seasons in this region. This is because the itch only moves into the region once a year. The long dry season lasts from October to mid-May. With the itch in the southern hemisphere, the northeast winds over the Sahara prevail over the country. This brings dry conditions. This is the period of little or no cloud cover.
The long rainy season in Lagos, Nigeria, lasts from March to July.
The short rainy season covers a relatively brief period, from June to September. Both the number of rain days and total annual rainfall decrease from the south to the north. The rains are heavy and short and frequent. This results in flash floods. Nigeria is just one nation along the equator that experiences major climate differences from region to region. These differences in climate may affect plants and wildlife. They also affect how people live.
All right, so we just read the rest of tropical rain belt. Okay. By the way, that's along the equator. So it rains a lot. Kind of like you notice this is the picture, kind of picture that looks like this. Okay, now we're going to go to page 15, and we're going to talk about key details and main idea, okay? So page 15 in the workbook. All right, we're going to our weather and climate workbook, unit 8. Okay, and we're going to go to page 15. It's right here. And we're going to fill in the key details and the main idea for the 3 sections. So let me do this. Perfect. All right, so on page 15, okay, some of the key details from paragraphs 8 and 9. Nigeria is north of the equator. The itch, it says, moves north and south of the equator. There's hot and wet climate in that area, okay? And there are 2 main seasons, dry and wet. Okay? We have winter, which is a little bit wet. Spring, there's a lot of rain. And the summer gets really hot. And then there's fall when the leaves start to turn. Okay? The main details in Nigeria, the itch causes prolonged dry and rainy seasons. And then here, paragraphs 10 through 14, in southern Nigeria, Lagos has 4 seasons. It's short, long, rainy seasons, a short and long dry seasons. Short rainy seasons caused by the itch moving south. Okay. In Lagos, the short rainy season happens when the itch moves south, while the short dry season causes by the itch moving north. That's the climate belt that you see. All those clouds that you see around the equator, they move up and down. In northern Nigeria, Kano has only 2 seasons, the long dry season and the short rainy season. Okay, even though it might be short, the rainy season, it rains a lot, like a lot. Okay, the itch moves into region once per year. In Kano, the itch is in the southern hemisphere causes a very long dry season and only a short rainy season. Okay.